And this is 3 cups because I already have it measured out. I measured it beforehand because I have a great big bag of it. Alright, now we'll just pulse this up and turn it into oat flour. Then we're going to get 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Easy peasy. That's 1 teaspoon. Alright, gonna pour that in there. Still gotta add just a little bit more. Okay. We'll shut that up. Alright, now we got a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. And I use the aluminum free. Before I add that, let's see how we're pulsing. We got flour yet? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, we'll take this off. Then we'll go ahead and pour this back into the bowl. Let me get all this out of the way again. I don't like to work with a mess. Okay, well, doesn't matter if you have some left on there or not. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that back on. And then we're going to put in a cup of dates. Make sure your dates are pitted. If not, make sure you take the pits out. And I still check because a lot of times they have the pits in there when they're supposed to be pitted. So, not a good thing. You don't want to start your recipe and then have a pit in there and then you got to search to find it, or it dulls your blade. So, we make sure we feel to make sure there's none in there. Okay. I have these two mixed up. I have 2 different kinds of dates in here. Alright, these ones do have pits. We're going to go ahead and take them out. And we don't need any sugar at all because we're using the dates and the bananas to sweeten this. And as you know, dates are very sweet. Also, bananas, if they're ripe, they're very sweet. And you don't want to use a banana unless it does have spots. A lot of people think when they see spots on a banana that, you know, it's going bad. But it's at its prime when you see those spots on a banana. They're really good at that point. They have the most vitamins. You get the most minerals out of them. Alright, so we got a cup and we have it packed. Alright. Nice and sticky, just what we want. So of course I'm going to wash my hands. The real story of the Clintons and women, the media is totally designed. Senator Jeff said to me, I'm sure he doesn't think that any of this talk about Trump and women is going to have any impact. Okay. Now we're going to turn this on again and get these mixed up.
little bit of milk to this. Actually, we will be using 1 whole cup of milk. But since this is balling up like that, I'm going to add some of the milk now. And probably just like a half a cup.
Live in Philadelphia. Thanks, Peter.
Okay.
On Tuesday, 116 Democratic delegates are up for grabs in Kentucky and Oregon. Both states would be.
So we'll start again.
Which wants to clinch the nomination?
See how we do. There we go. Now we're going to get the bananas ready. This is great, the way this one is. And they're all pretty much ready to eat. Oh, right on the way. Very close. I'm gonna start adding these in. Getting close. We're going to open it up and see what it looks like.
Tens of thousands of people going to Sanders rallies, and a lot of folks very angry.
Okay. And then I'm going to add my flour back in, just like half at a time. There we go. Put some of the flour in.
The East Coast here, where she was expected to well and got really close to clinching the nomination. She actually went dark for a while. She wasn't carrying anything after that.
I'm also going to go ahead and add my baking powder to my flour, which I'm going to add 1½ teaspoons. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and pour this in, and then the rest of the milk. Alright, and I'm going to add some vanilla, which is going to be about a teaspoon. And then we're on our way again. All right, let's see how we're doing. All right, it's looking good. Yeah, it's good. Everything is mashed up in here almost. Got a little piece of banana left in there, so I'll give it one more second, and then I'll grease my bread pan while I'm waiting for this to get done. Alright, I already put a little bit of oil in here. So now I'll go ahead and make sure I get all the sides, the bottom. This is a silicone. This is a small bread pan. Alright, I have this all greased up. ready to go. Now we're ready to go ahead and pour this in. Okay.
University leaders have been lobbying the president for years.
There we go.
The school's first commencement address by a sitting president.
Very nice.
Speech in its entirety.
I'm going to remove
right now on FoxNews.com.
the middle part here. I should have really removed that first, but I didn't.
Similar to what they do with immigration. There's nothing in statute in the Constitution that gives the authority.
Would have been easier if I did.
And clearly, just as you said, Title IX
But-
does not give them the authority to.
Okay.
The definition of sex is to include gender identity.
We got a little bit more to add in.
Yesterday, he promised to fight against President Obama's direct.
And then, of course, you can add nuts to this. You can add chocolate chips. You can add blueberries. Anything you like. I don't feel like anything today except for the banana bread. I might actually put a couple nuts in here.
Why is that?
And maybe not.
My job as the superintendent of schools.
Because I'll feed this to the baby, so no nuts.
Whether they are transgender.
Skip the nuts today. Got enough nut milk in there for me.
Children, as the parents have asked.
All right.
To do that, and we will do it in the future. And for him to send a letter from Washington to us to tell to give up.
So there we go. We're all ready to take this and put it in the oven. We're going to bake this at 350 degrees, and this should bake about an hour.
When you say, sir, that you have accommodated children in the past, you've had transgender children in your school that you've dealt with, and how parents reacted to it.
There we go. And when it's finished, I'll come back and show you the results. Okay, guys, I'm back with my banana bread, and because of my pan, it's very flimsy, you know, so the batter itself is very thick, so it expands a little bit. If you were to have an aluminum pan, or it would stay and raise higher. But let's give it a go and see what it's like. We'll cut it, and I'll taste it and then tell you what I think of this recipe. You know, whenever you bake with silicone, it kind of has a tendency to expand out. And because it's banana, it's banana and oat, so it's going to be pretty moist in the middle, like it is. There's no flour, so it's not going to raise up and be real fluffy. It's going to be a little bit on the heavier side. But the taste is great. It's super. I definitely would make this again. If you have a recipe for banana bread, the vegan banana bread, or plant-based banana bread, send it over. Hook me up with it, and I'll give it a try, and I'll let you know what I think of it. If you try this, let me know. So comment, like, subscribe, and this is Mama Me, and I'll talk to you later. Lots of love coming your way.
Da 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 da.